Yeah, so really, it wasn't up to last year that I think I started, it kind of started getting to me. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome, and please do where to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, it's very nice to have you back. Thank you. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about body shaming and my own personal experiences with it. Body shaming is something I've experienced right from when I was young, although I didn't know that was what it was then. And I can say I practically grew up getting used to it. You know, if you see me physically, you can tell that I'm short, I'm dark skinned, which is obvious, and I have a small stature. I would say very small stature. Actually, I have a small stature. Yeah. So, and over time, I've been taunted about these physical features, even up to, like I said, up to last year. I know there are so many people too who have gone or are going through these experiences, and it can be mentally draining. It can affect you psychologically if you do not know how to handle these things. And it even happens for adults. I mean, this is something that we all experience one way or the other. Yeah, especially if you have physical features that probably does not look presentable to someone else, which shouldn't even be your worry or something that should bother you. But anyways, I'm going to share my own experiences. Well, there are quite a lot. I can't really remember everything, but for the few I can remember, I'm going to share some of them. Yeah. Okay, I remember when I just finished secondary school, and I asked my mom, I told my mom I wanted to go to an art center, which wasn't so far from my secondary school. So I remember that morning, I still remember it very vividly. I went with my mom, where she followed me to make inquiries, how much would I have to pay, how is the training going to go. And my mom, you know, after getting the information, all that, my mom left me there. So at the end of the day, the first day, it was time for me to go home. As I told the man in charge, I said, "Sir, I want to go home." The man refused to let me go home. I tried explaining to him that, okay, my secondary school isn't far, or my secondary, yes, the art center actually wasn't so far from my secondary school. And for like 3 years, like 3 years upgrading on myself, so leaving that place for home wasn't going to be a big issue. But I actually tried to explain to him that I'm not a small girl. I finished secondary school. This is my school. This is how I've been going to home from school on a normal day. This man refused to listen to me because of how I looked. Because there were actually other students there, and some, if I can remember very well, there were some that were allowed to go home. I mean, on their own, and this man did not listen to me. There was not. I tried explaining to him that I've been going on for 3 years and everything, and he didn't listen to me until he said he was going to call my mom, and he called my mom. So she confirmed everything I said. That was the only thing that, you know, that made this man release me that day. Although I actually do not blame him, because no one would want to be held responsible if something had happened for a little girl. Then put that in quotes, because that's how I looked. I looked very small. So, but then it's part of those things. And I remember another time. This one I was doing IT. That's like when I was in third year. And there's this man. Oh, it wasn't even the only one. I mean, but I remember this one vividly, because then it would, because of my dark skin complexion, it would taunt me and call me Oyinbo, and Nigerians will understand this, and it would say it so mockingly, as in, and then I was just, it wasn't really funny, but every time he saw me, he would just call me that, and you know, and like, see how dark I am. Then the funny part of the whole thing was that this man was even darker than me. He was darker than me, but he just made it fun for himself. He might have, you know, not meant to probably maybe make me feel bad or something. Not that I really felt bad, but then it wasn't like something I enjoyed hearing. Yeah. So it continued, and there were quite other people too that would talk to me about how dark I looked. You're black, you're this, you're that. Another experience which I remember very well. This happened last year. So there's this lady that I've been chatting with on WhatsApp. We had not met face to face. The only thing we could see was our profile pictures and probably WhatsApp status updates. So that day I was in church when it was in a church program, and it was in the night. We didn't plan to meet. It was like a coincidence we met. Our paths just crossed that day, and I was going, she was coming the opposite direction. So it's not like we were really expecting to see ourselves. And immediately she saw me. The first thing she said was, "You are short." I mean, she said it like she was so shocked. I mean, and that was quite unexpected because we're just meeting for the first time. The first thing she could say was that. And I didn't even know what to say. I think I just breathed and we just parted ways afterwards. But that was like a little bit shocking. I mean, not I wasn't really shocked, but you don't expect someone to say that the first time they meet you. Probably exchange, but that was, and I understood actually. See my maybe WhatsApp status or profile picture. She really would not have even said that was as short as that. And another instance I can really remember was when I was in school, university. I was talking with um it was in church too. I was talking with a friend, and all of a sudden this young girl came to me. She just came and she just said, "You are black." And I was like, obviously it's obvious I'm black or dark. First of all, that won't be the first time this young girl will see me. I mean, we've always been same church services, but that day I don't know what happened. I don't know whether she just realized I was black or I looked darker than her or something. And she just came and just said, I mean, even the person I was talking to did not know what to say because it was so abrupt, it was so sudden, and I mean, like, it's not something you really expect a young girl to be saying and everything. But yeah, so these are some of the experiences I've had to face. I know I just said like four, but it's something I've had to experience while growing up a whole lot of times. A whole lot of times. How small I look, how short I am, how dark I am, or something like that. Well, so as this thing, have I been affected by these things? As it's well, growing up, I mean, I never had any reason to feel bad that I'm short or I'm dark. I love my skin color. I have no reason to regret it. I'm wonderfully and beautifully made. Yeah, so really, it wasn't up to last year that I think I started, it kind of started getting to me. But the part that got to me was like my stature. So that last year, I mean, it just got to me. And although I can't even remember the whole experience because it's now way behind me, but I remember, I think probably, should I say, feeling bad about it. Share my size, not my skin color or my height. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. But I basically, it's not really something that's really affected me because I know who I am. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And probably you're there, you've been body shamed about your eyes, about your lips, about your skin color, about your height, about your shape. I mean, this is something that it's kind of more common with the ladies, and you're with a group of ladies, and then you begin to compare yourselves. Oh, this one has more shape than this. Oh, this one is just slender and slim. Trust me, these things happen. Very you begin to feel bad because you're slender, you're slim, maybe you're not so curvy, and little things like that begin to put you down. But you should understand who you are. You should understand that your looks do not define your value. Number one is that God made you. No one has the right to make you feel bad about how you look because none of them made you. You don't even get to choose it. And one thing I think one thing that really helps me not to feel bad about this thing, because I know that for me to be like this is the best version of me, because God does not make a counterfeit. He makes the best. And I believe that the fact that I'm short, the fact that I'm dark skinned, is because this is the best version of me. I have no reason to feel bad I'm dark skinned. If it's affecting your eyes, please don't look at me. Don't look at me, because God has made me wonderfully. He has made me perfectly, and I'm so glad. And if you're there and you feel bad when people talk about you, when people mock you, joke, I know it can get to you sometimes. I mean, there's something psychological. We're all humans. We have feelings. We have emotions. We all want to feel accepted, we want to look good and everything, but this is something you can't change, especially when it has to do with your stature, your maybe how big your eyes are, or how small. I mean, I've been taught in so many ways. I mean, I remember so many times people are about to tell me, oh, you have small ears, your ears are so small. And I understand that sometimes they really don't mean to like make me feel bad. They really don't mean to really make jest of me, but people can come off as being, it can come off to that. It's now left to you to know who you are. It's not left to you to embrace who God has made you to be. So just in case you've been maybe emotionally down or psychologically down because of how you look or because of what people have said about your physical features, I'm here to tell you that please embrace who you are in God. You're wonderful and marvelously made. You're beautiful as you are. You don't need to change anything. Trust me, this is what affects people when they begin to glitch, when they begin to do they go for surgery to modify their body parts. You're beautiful like this. I'm not even here to talk about the other side of the people that mock the other people, because I really don't have issues with them. It's their business. It's left to you. One thing I believe is when you start, looking down on yourself, I feel it's like an insult to God. It's like you're telling God, hey God, you made a mistake making me like this. You made a mistake making the decisions for me to be like this. And God never makes mistakes. Would you want to believe God or other people? God knows that this is the perfect fit for you. Embrace who you are. Love yourself. Close your ears to what any other person thinks or feel. I mean, you're the one that hold the right. You hold the right to how people speak or how people feel about you. So many times when people say these things to me, I just smile it off. I just joke about it. I mean, even if I don't find it funny, I mean, it really doesn't make any difference to me, because I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful the way I am. I'm beautiful the way God has made me to be. Yeah. Another thing you should realize is you are more than your looks. Your looks do not define. Yes, you may not, you shouldn't allow people to create a standard of how you should feel about yourself. You're more than your looks. You're more than your physical features. You being short or you looking small does not define what you carry. You carry greatness inside of you. Why should you not be reduced because of what someone else thinks about you? Why? Know what you have, know what you carry, and know who you are in God. Know who God has made you to be. That is what matters. On the other hand, I understand that there are times when some of these looks are based on poor habits. I had poor eating habits. So as a person, don't allow what people think about you, what people think about how you look affect you. You are not your looks. You carry value more than your looks. You are more than your looks. And on the other hand, if you're the type of person that likes to taunt people about how they look, you're not doing well. You're not doing good. You're not God. You have no right. You did not create them. So appreciate who God has made you. Appreciate who God has made the other person. If you have to correct the person, do it in love. Do it considerate. Do it with the mind to help. Do it with the mind to help the other person. So basically, whether your body shamed or not, embrace who you are. Embrace how short you look, embrace how thin or slim you look, embrace your fairness, embrace your dark skin, embrace your hair, embrace your color, embrace your smile, embrace your teeth, embrace, I'm mentioning these things because I know these are areas where people get body shamed or people feel inferior about themselves. Embrace the size of your eyes, embrace the size of your nose. Trust me, but it goes down to that. Embrace who you are, every part of you. You are beautiful and wonderfully made. Don't listen to what other people say. Just embrace you and know that you carry more value than than how you look on the outside. I hope you've learned one or two things from this. And next time when someone looks at you and makes fun of you, just tell them, hey, I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. I carry more than you can see. I'm not defined by just how I look, and even how I look is beautiful. All right? Yeah. So thanks for watching. Please, if you've not subscribed, you were to subscribe, share, like, and let me know what you think. Probably if you've gone through experiences such as this, how were you able to overcome them and be able to, rise above the criticisms or the taunting of other people. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.